This is The Top, where I interview entrepreneurs who are number one or number two in their industry in terms of revenue or customer base. You'll learn how much revenue they're making, what their marketing funnel looks like, and how many customers they have.
I'm now at $20,000 per talk.
5 and 6 million.
He is hell-bent on global domination. We just broke our 100,000 unit sold mark.
And I'm your host, Nathan Latka.
Okay, Top Tribe, this week's winner of the $100 is Rhett Gillens. He's in the restaurant industry and he feels stuck. He wants to start his own software business. So congratulations, Rhett, for your guys' chance to win $100 every Monday morning. Simply subscribe to the podcast on iTunes now in order to enter, and then text the word Nathan to 33444 to prove that you subscribed. Folks, many of you reach out to me and you say, Nathan, so many guests on your show talk about the importance of batching. But whenever I try and batch, you tell me this. You go, Nathan, they don't book back-to-back times. Or they don't show up after they book. It's frustrating. The answer is, guys, you have to use smart tools. I use a tool called Acuity Scheduling at nathanlatka.com/schedule. I'll tell you specifically how I use it later on in the episode.
Nathan Latka here. To all of you that celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. I hope you're with your families this morning. If you're listening, text me. You are an avid listener. If you're listening right now on Christmas morning, you are an avid listener. 703-431-2709. Text me. And guys, hey, listen, as you enjoy time with your family today, know that I care about you. I do these amazing interviews so that you guys get value and stay inspired. Tomorrow morning's no different. We have Nick Bjorn on. His agency hit $6 million in 2016 by helping over 60 clients at any given time with his SEO firm, Power Digital Marketing.
Top Tribe, what is going on? Nathan Latka here. You're going to love our guest today. His name is Samir Smajic. He is one of the founders of GetAccept.com. GetAccept.com recently moved to San Francisco from Sweden because they are part of YC. And GetAccept is it's a solution where you design, send, track, and market your proposal to get more deals digitally signed. He's got a bunch of experience in product management, consulting, CRM, IT, computer software, business, and more. Samir, are you ready to take us to the top?
Let's start climbing.
Very good. By the way, you're from Sweden. I'm going to judge you here. Ski or snowboard?
A ski, of course.
You're my best, but beautiful. You passed the first test.
Thankfully.
All right, Samir, tell us what GetAccept does and how you make money.
Yeah, GetAccept, it is, just as you said, it's a tool that helps sales reps to close more deals by focusing on their sales document workflow, helping them to avoid the fearful valley of death. That is where 60% of all the B2B deals end up in these times.
And what is so GetAccept.com, that's the business. Tell us how you make money.
We make money on subscription-based, payments. It's you pay per user, per seat.
Okay, and what does the average customer pay you guys, would you say?
I would say the average user is 5 users, and they are paying us about between $35 and $45. So, yeah.
Okay, so call it $40 a month, and you said 5 users. So it sounds like one business is paying for 5 seats, which adds up to $40 a month per business.
Yeah, it is 200 per business per month.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And what do you care about? Do you care more about how many businesses are paying you or how many people in the businesses are using you?
We are calculating on users, seats.
So how many total seats do you currently have? How many customers do you have currently?
A little bit more, about 1,100 paying customers.
Okay.
And then we, of course, have the freebies.
How many of those?
It's about 4,500.
Pretty good.
Which maybe I would say 80% log in as work with it not on a daily basis, but they work with it.
And so if I go into the numbers, so you said $40 ARPU, 1,100 current customers, right? So is it fair? Is the math as simple as me doing $40 times 1,100 to get you guys are doing MRR somewhere around 44 grand per month?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. What year did you launch the business in?
What
year?
We launched in December last year. So the 4th of December was the official launch. So
2015, right?
2015, yeah, just before arriving to YC in January.
So that's about 1 year ago.
Yeah, 1 year.
Did you do any revenue in December last year, or did you do no revenue in 2015?
We did actually, since we had about 50 seats of beta customers, which we converted to paying customers on an annual basis. So yeah, you can do the math there, 50 times 35, more or less.
50 times 35?
Plus 12 months, then, times 12 months.
Times 12 months, yeah. So you did what, about 21 grand in December last year?
Yeah.
That's great. That's a good sign from the market that you're onto something, right?
Yeah, that was nothing like a surprise that all converted, but converting 100% of the beta was a little bit surprising.
Yeah, that's wonderful. The you have, you said you had 4,500 free users, 1,100 are paying. You have a ridiculously high conversion rate from free to paid. Why is that?
I think that is much because we more or less call every signed up user, more or less. We haven't really been that is what we know from the past, being running businesses of quite much of outbound sales. So we are quite active on our user base, calling them.
Samir, how do you make that profitable though? I mean, you pay. I mean, these are low ARPUs at $40 a month.
Yeah.
You're having someone call every one of these accounts.
But it's just like a quick call. We are 12 now, but we have been 5 coworkers from start.
Okay.
So it was just like a quick call, just giving them like an intro to who we are, just asking them some quick questions, then throwing them into the onboarding flow.
Got it. What is the moment in the onboarding flow where you encourage people to move from free to paid? What do you show them? What's the pop-up sound like?
I think it is much when they got their first signed contract. So we try to help them to like send out their first contract and to get that analysis of who has opened, when did it open, the perfect timing, and the automated like reach outs to the recipient to help them to get it signed. So when they get their first signed contract, I think then it's when we like pop it. Okay, now we've helped you to sign one deal worth of this kind of money. Shouldn't you try on the pro version of GetAccept?
And so you're moving these folks from free to paid. What is your fully weighted customer acquisition cost? So including the inside salesperson's salary, making those phone calls, including any paid marketing spend, etc.
To be honest, it's hard to say. We haven't been tracking that so fairly low, but I would say around 500 bucks.
Is it fair? So what are you spending, what would you say, kind of per month on like total headcount expenses? Do you know?
No, I don't know that on top of my head.
Samir, my audience is going to come after you. They're going to say, how is this guy running a company not know his headcount expenses every month?
Yeah, I understand that.
Well, do you know a range, if you had to guess a range?
I would say the head count, that will quite much because I just calculate in Swedish money often. So,
I see.
So it's much about, yeah, thanks.
What is it in Swedish money?
I would say it's like, 50,000 kronos.
Kronos. Okay, so Kronos to USD is the conversion, right?
Yeah.
And you said it was 50,000 Kronos?
Yeah, a little less, I would say.
Okay, got it. So around 50,000, which comes out to about 53,000 in US dollars, right?
Around that, yeah.
So and then how many new customers are you adding per month on average?
We're around 200.
Okay, so 200 customers. So, I mean, this is very back of the map, back of the napkin, right? But you could take 53,000, right? Divide your total headcount expenses divided by 200 new customers and get a CAC of somewhere around 265, which is below your 500, right? So that's a good metric.
Yeah.
Where are you doing any paid marketing or no?
We started off this summer. Before that, we did non-paid marketing, but now we do quite a lot of, we're testing out quite much of different things, but quite a lot of AdWords.
How much per month are you spending on paid ads?
I would say around 4,000.
Okay. And is most of that just Google AdWords?
Google AdWords, LinkedIn, Facebook, but mostly is Google AdWords.
What's working best right now? What's the cheapest way for you to get customers?
We're working a little bit towards competitors here in the US, at least.
So targeting people searching for DocuSign.
Yeah.
What are some other ones?
Mainly DocuSign because DocuSign is the biggest one. Right signature. Yeah, you have them. HelloSign is being one of the other YC companies, but I think the DocuSign is working best.
Why don't you just get together with the HelloSign guys and make them buy you for a bunch of money? You're both in YC. You should know each other, right?
Yeah, but actually I don't know them that well. Not at all, actually.
Well, it's funny. Joseph was just on. He's the episode right before you.
Perfect.
So I can introduce you guys if you want. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, but they I mean, all these tools are much into like the designing part, which of course we also have, but we're more about the automation and the part between when you send something onto the get it signed.
Yep.
How can we help the sales rep to like push the deal forward in a nice way, not pushing too hard to the recipient, just being those notifications. I mean, you haven't signed the deal, more of like engaging the recipient to start a discussion, to start to engage with you in order to get to the last step, being signed deal. So that's what we aim on or focus on, not the signing part. So of course we're competitors, but not like heads-on competitors.
What is your gross customer churn per month?
Take me through that number. Just
how many customers? If you have a, well, you said you had about 1,100 customers. How many do you lose each month?
Yeah. How the churn? We have a really low churn, being just around 1% in total. And that's really one of the most the figures which I'm most proud of, I think.
It's really, really, I mean, for a $40 ARPU, you're dealing with a customer base that can be fickle. But it sounds like you're actually selling into businesses that are buying multiple seats. So yeah, that's great churn. 1% is wonderful. What is the...
we're trying to, I mean, we have mostly annual subscription. I think it is about 68% on annual. When
you kind of look at, what is the lifetime value of a customer for you?
It's hard to say. We're so young. I mean, we were running for not a year less. But right now we're calculating on 18 months.
Okay, got it. And so is it fair to say if you have $40 kind of per seat plans and each person's buying 5 seats, so $200 a month, you multiply that times your kind of 18 to get kind of a back of the napkin lifetime value? Is that right?
Yeah.
So about $3,600 per business, and you're spending $50 to get that, or $500 to get that business, or to get into each individual seat?
To get that business.
Got it. Well, that math works. That's, your CAC is 500, your LTV is 3,600. That's way healthier than a 3-to-1 ratio, right?
Yeah.
That's great. What is the, where are you guys based now?
We are in San Francisco, in the middle of the financial district, but also in Sweden. We have 2 offices in Sweden. And we mainly have sales reps there, but we're aiming to put the dev team in Sweden maybe in a year. Now we have the dev team sitting right next to us.
Have you raised capital?
Yeah, we went through YC, so doing the demo day, that's quite a normal thing, raising capital.
How much total did you raise?
It's not a figure that I can reveal.
Oh, come on, Samir, why not? Why is that? Hold on, I can look it up. But give me a second. I'll look it up.
We have got the 120 from YC at least, so then we'd add it up. But it's enough to keep us going with a good piece and the growth we want for at least like 10 months.
Did you raise more or less than 500 grand?
I will not go into any figures because it isn't official.
It's not closed. It's not closed yet.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
we're not out chasing money right now.
You're not chasing money, right? So you don't want people to think that you need money, which is smart, right? And it sounds like you don't. It sounds like you have a healthy business. It sounds like you're also maybe this round is open, right? So you're maybe still raising more capital if the right strategic comes along. So you don't want to reveal how much you've raised. Is that accurate?
That is correctly.
See, you could have just said that, or then I would stop hitting. Then I'd stop hitting you so hard.
You do it so much better.
Good answer. Good answer. Okay, I'm only asking you easy questions from now on. All right.
Perfect.
Well, this is great, Samir. What do you want to do with the business? I mean, you've had some success. Is this something you guys want to kind of build and exit? Is it something you could see maybe taking public one day? What's your goal?
Right now, we're just aiming for growing the company and taking it day to day. I mean, but the aim is to change how every B2B sales rep are working with the sales documents, closing more deals. Yeah, that is what we aim for.
How many co-founders do you have?
4 in total.
Holy mackerel! Did you guys just split it evenly, 25% each?
More or less.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If DocuSign came along right now, you're doing about 400 grand. Well, about 500 grand per month or per year right now, ARR. If they gave you a 10x multiple on ARR and offered you $5 million to buy the business, would you accept?
No, I wouldn't.
Why not?
Nah, I like what I do. I do it for my hobby, more or less.
How old are you, Samir?
I'm 31.
Come on, 31. You got $2.5 million in the bank because you own 25% of a $10 million business. You're not going to take $2.5 million and put it in your bank. You can get a lot of girlfriends.
Yeah,
Are you married?
I already have one. I'm married, have 2 kids.
Whoops,
though.
that was a bad joke. You can take them out to a lot of nice vacations. How about that? We'll switch it.
Yeah, but now when I think of it like that, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Well, hey, where is the best place for folks to follow your journey, Samir, online? How can they connect with you?
LinkedIn is the best way. Unfortunately, I'm not that active, but I will be. So LinkedIn is the best way.
Guys, I get asked all the time, Nathan, you host all these interviews, hundreds of them per month. How do you do them efficiently? And guys, the answer is simple. People always agree to my calendar, back-to-back meetings. I batch my interviews to stay very efficient. And the way that I do it is I use a tool called Acuity Scheduling at nathanlatka.com/schedule. And the reason I use them is very simple. They keep my no-show rate very low because they send out reminders about when the interview or the meeting is coming up. And also, they make it very easy to schedule time, right? I don't have to go back and forth via email 10,000 times with people I'm trying to meet with. Okay, at nathanlatka.com/schedule. Helps me so much. And by the way, look, I have so many meetings. I'm the best at meetings. Okay, I do them back to back, very, very efficient. You guys know me. Many people say I'm the most efficient they've ever seen. Okay, so I use the tool. It's so efficient. And by the way, I got Gavin. I said, Gavin, he's the CEO. I said, I want a great deal for my people. He said, Nathan, well, most people get a 14-day trial. Isn't that great? I said, no. He's given us a 45-day free trial at nathanlatka.com/schedule. That's not going to stay up forever, so go get it now. nathanlatka.com/schedule. Top Tribe, we will link to that in the show notes at nathanlatka.com/the top 519. Again, /the top 519. All right, Samir, last few questions. These are one-word answers. You ready?
Yeah, let's
Number one, what is your favorite business book?
I don't read that much, but I read Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss right now, who's a former international hostage negotiator, and also one of our partners, because we work with him a little bit about how to building our future chatbot of helping negotiation chatbot. So yeah.
Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
No.
Number three, what is your favorite online tool, like Acuity Scheduling?
GetAccept? No. I use Trello quite a lot.
Number four, yes or no, do you get 8 hours of sleep every night?
No way.
No. And you said you have 2 kids. How young are they?
2 kids. They are 1 and 3 years.
Oh, wow, they're young.
So they're too active in during the nights for that.
And last question, you're 30. You said you're 31, right?
Yeah.
Take us back 11 years. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
I don't know. I was quite strict when I was in my youth. I did follow my plan, so I would say I would be a little bit more doing what felt good to do.
Break more rules, right?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, less rules and just do whatever I felt to do.
There you guys have it from Samir. Do what you feel like doing. He's co-founded GetAccept with his 3 other partners. They went through YC. They've raised over 120 grand. They're serving 1,100 customers, 4,500 free customers, did about 21 grand in 2015 revenue, have ARPU of about $40 per seat, doing about 44 grand in MRR with healthy churn, less than 1% in gross monthly customer churn, paying currently about $500 in customer acquisition costs for LTV of about $3,600 with his team of 12 based in San Francisco and Sweden. Samir, thank you for taking us to the top.
Thank you, Nathan.
All right, guys, we get sick of family sometimes. If you're at your family and you need a little break, go to the bathroom, sit on the toilet, put in your headphones, and listen to yesterday's episode with Dinesh. Dinesh breaks down how he does angel investing. He made a lot of money by getting 5% equity in a company that eventually went and sold for $213 million. Now he sees about 20 deals a year, invests in 2 of them, putting in anywhere between $75 and $150K in each. They're usually pre-seed B2B SaaS companies. So he'll show you how he does that in yesterday's episode.
Okay, Top Tribe, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. And don't forget, before you listen to any other episodes, subscribe on iTunes right now for your chance to win $100 every Monday.